Hello everyone, CNN Student News is happy to see you this Wednesday. In Canada, Mexico, and European nation, a period of exemption has ended. A 25% tariff on steel and a 10% tariff on aluminum. These tariffs took effect on June 1st. With these added, Canada, European nation, and Mexico are promising to fight back against the new tariffs. Mexico has threatened to place tariffs on U.S. lamps, pork, fruit, cheese, and flat steel. Europe also announced that they could place possible tariffs on U.S. motorcycles, denim, cigarettes, cranberry juice, and peanut butter. Canadian officials have called Trump out, saying it's ideological and illegal, then saying counter-tariffs would be applied on around $12.8 billion of U.S. metals, farm goods, and other produce. These tariffs between the U.S. and allies aren't looking good. As Trump sits back and does nothing, and outrage spreads to the U.S. and its allies. Many people fear it might even start a trade war.
The US has announced it will impose tariffs on European Union steel and aluminium imports, heightening fears of a destabilizing trade war. The tariffs will come into effect at midnight on Thursday as the exemption preventing them from kicking in expires and will not be renewed. The announcement was made by US Secretary of Commerce Wilbur Ross. President Donald Trump imposed a 25% tariff on steel imports and a 10% tariff on aluminium imports in March, but had granted temporary exemptions to the EU and 5 other countries. Before the announcement, the European Commission had said it would retaliate with duties on US exports, including denim jeans, drinks, and peanut butter. The tariffs will also be imposed on Canada and Mexico, putting the US on a collision course with some of its top allies.
Locals are not happy about the amount of new homes being built in Sammamish. The amount of growth has started to cause a lot of problems. In 1990, there were only 20,000 people. Currently, there are over 62,000 people. Residents are tired of the traffic and how the city is handling it. Developers are placing new homes on lots without having to deal with the roads. This results in crowded roads and more accidents. The trees the developers are removing are also upsetting people.
10-second trivia. What are all 3 of the Kim Kardashian's kids' names? Southwest, Chicago West, East West. Northwest, Chicago West, Saint West. Northwest, Seattle West, Kylie West. Rose West, Carter West, Sophie West. Speaking of Kim Kardashian, she recently met at the White House with Donald Trump about Alice Johnson's court case. Kim Kardashian is a national entertainer. She became famous because of her father, who was a big shot lawyer in the O.J. Simpson case. Kim had a meeting with Donald Trump to continue her quest to free imprisoned great-grandmother Alice Johnson. Alice Johnson was imprisoned for more than 21 years after being found guilty in connection to a drug trafficking conspiracy, later commuted by Donald Trump. Alice said she will use her new freedom to teach others about what happened to her. Kim got involved last year when she tweeted about this issue. This is important to people of our nation because people care about the opinion of Kim Kardashian. Many young people are strongly influenced by Kim in this case and on social media. Trump's meeting with Kim educates and informs people on how the power of a pop star can impact how many people discover the issue. Many people are supporting Kim and her actions to help the release of Alice Johnson. Now onto our pop culture event.
Recently, a major crisis has occurred in front of millions of viewers. David Dobrik and Liza Koshy broke up after 2 years of dating. This lovable YouTube couple, who became famous because of Vine years ago, and after 2 years of dating, they broke up and fans all over the world are devastated. Over 34 million views of a 6-minute breakup video on David's channel filled with laughter, tears, and most of all, love. David and Liza decided to wait 6 months before telling their fans about this, and thousands of people are tweeting out to David and Liza constantly, saying things varying from, "I'm more upset about David and Liza's breakup more than my own breakup," to, "If I can't get a relationship or friendship like David and Liza, then I don't want to."
Sounds so lame, but I really want to spread love, but I have to have it first, you know? That's like
Yeah, I know.
saying you're gonna spread mayonnaise when you only have mustard.
You need the
I
mayonnaise.
need the mayonnaise. I don't want to spread it. Were you coming at me for a second?
Yeah, I was gonna hug you, but I didn't want it to be too cliche. But we're working on getting the mayonnaise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a really cute
I knew it. Damn. Bottom line is, she's the best girl ever. Like, literally, I've ever met in my life. I always say this to people. I know, like, online, Liza seems like she's, like, a really nice girl. But, like, if you get to know her, it's so weird because it's the exact same thing. Like, there is not a bad bone in her body, which is why it's so unfair that she feels not the best sometimes. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I keep getting more wet. So we didn't tell our friends for 3 months. And we didn't tell you guys for 6 months. And I'm pregnant for 9 months. And I'm just kidding.
Now I'm gonna have trouble knowing what the title is. Are we breaking up or are you pregnant? We're not good at this.
Really bad.
I think we should make this clear. If Liza goes out and finds another boy, we will destroy him. I don't want another...
I don't want anybody.
Who do you want?
You
What?
be
What?
my best friend.
What are you saying?
What?
See this? This is what I've been dealing with for 6 months.
Totally good.
If one of us finds someone, I just want him to be respectful of that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Liza broke up with me because she felt like we've been kind of distant because we've just been so busy, period.
Yeah.
And as much as I hate to admit it, I was feeling that on my side too, but I just don't have the balls to kind of pull the trigger on that and be like, hey, we should take a little bit of a break.
We already felt like we were kind of living like separate lives, which sucked. But neither of us were coming to terms with it. And so I admit it,
You did what?
I decided that we should break up.
Can you believe this?
We didn't want to tell anybody because we just didn't understand what was going on. I think we were both just so angry at the fact that we even distanced in the first place because I love him and he is my best friend and it sucked. I just hope and pray everybody just keeps in a positive place between David and I. You guys know how dope David is and you know how good of a person he is and he was always good to me. He's always been a good guy to me and he's always been a freaking amazing best friend and a rock for me.
Many girls think the word marriage has a good ring to it.
But other men think marriage is more of a matter of wife and debt.
David always thought Liza was her rock, but she wished he was a little bolder.
Good thing David never proposed because Liza wouldn't have found it very engaging.
And that's it for our CNN10.